A very good morning to all the students. This video for the class 7th subject science chapter number 11, that is transportation in animals and plants. This is your lecture number 2nd. So the topics to be covered are, so in this video we are going to cover some topics. The first topic is, do all the animals possess a circulatory system? Second topic is excretion in animals. Third one is the excretory system in human beings. Fourth one is different organisms excrete different wastes. Then transportation in plants, and then last we have the transpiration. So let us begin this lecture with the first topic. Do all animals possess a circulatory system? So no, the animal like the hydra, sponges, they do not possess a circulatory system, because sponges and hydra are very simple animals found in water. The sponges are usually found in the sea water and hydra found in the fresh water. So these animals live in water, hence get food and oxygen from water as it enters their bodies. As the water comes out of their bodies, it takes away the carbon dioxide and waste material out of it. So basically they both have the central body cavity. In the water keeps entering from the outside and keeps leaving the animals. So the water that enters carries food and oxygen with it. The water that leaves carries waste and the carbon dioxide out from the body. So sponges and hydra, they do not have the circulatory system or blood like the complex organisms. Next topic is the excretion in animals. So the cell in animals release some waste products as they perform the different functions. We had already studied about the digestion and the respiration. After the food is broken down into the cell, many waste and the toxic substances get produced, which needs to be removed from the body. So the removal of the waste produced in the cell is called excretion. And these waste products are toxic, and hence they must be removed from the body of the living organism, that is excretion, and the parts of the body that help in the process of excretion from the excretory system. The process of removal of waste product produced in the cells of the living organism is called as excretion. Next topic is the excretory system in human beings. The excretory system is a system of organs in living organisms that undergo excretion part. The excretory system consists of the different organs. First one is the kidney. There are the two kidney, two ureter, a urinary bladder and a urethra. So kidney, they are the two organs called as kidneys present in our body. These kidneys contain blood capillaries that filter out the unwanted substances, waste substances from the blood in the form of urine. Okay, kidney, they are the two kidney, one on the either side of the backbone in the abdominal cavity. They are the main excretory organs. Kidney filter the blood and remove the waste in the form of urine. Okay. Next is the urinary bladder. The urine produced by the kidney is stored in a bladder. It's called as urinary bladder. Urinary bladder is only one is present in the excretion, and it is a small bag that collects the urine from both the ureter. Urine is stored in the urinary bladder till it is passed out through the urethra. Next is ureter. There are the two ureters, two tube-like structures which connect the kidney and the urinary bladder together. They allow the passage of urine from the kidney to the bladder. At last is urethra. Urethra is a muscular tube through which the urine moves out of the body. This is the diagram of the excretion in human being. So first is about the kidney. Kidney is they are the two kidney on the one either side of the abdominal backbone in the abdominal cavity. The main excretory organ is the kidney, and this kidney filter the blood firstly from the renal cavity, from the renal arteries and from the renal vein. The blood entered into the kidney, and this kidney filter the blood and remove the waste in the form of urine. So each kidney has thousands of small unit called as nephron, which filter the blood, okay, and remove the waste. Next is the ureter. So this is the ureter. There are the two ureter. First one is this tube is first ureter, and this is the second ureter from the second kidney, one from each kidney. So they are the tube-like structures. Here the urine formed in the kidney passes out into the ureter. From the kidney this urine pass out from the ureter, okay, and then it pass out through the urethra. Then is the urinary bladder. So urinary bladder, this is the urinary bladder. It is a small bag that collects the urine from both the ureter. Firstly the urine passes from the kidney and it goes to ureter. Then urinary bladder is collect the urine from both the ureter, okay, and urine is stored in the urinary bladder till it is passed out through the urethra. At last the urethra, it's a small muscular tube that carries urine from the urinary bladder, okay, and it too passes outside to the body. Next is different organisms excrete different waste. The major excretory product in human is urea. The urine consists of toxic waste is 2.5% and urea is about 2.5% and water is 95%. Okay, and the average amount of urine in a normal person is 1 to 1.8 liter within a 24 hours or in a day. Then glucose and protein are the normally absent in the urine. If they are present, it reflects some disorder in the body. If the glucose and protein is present in the urine, then it reflects there are some disorder in a particular person. The way in which the waste chemical are removed from the body of the animal depends on the availability of water. Fishes and aquatic animals excrete the ammonia in the water. Only the fishes and the aquatic animals excrete ammonia in the water. Instead of the urine, they excrete ammonia. Next, the birds, snakes and lizards excrete the semi-solid white colored uric acid. Next is about the dialysis. Sometimes people use the artificial kidney. For example, a kidney failure occurs and kidney are not able to filter the urea and the other waste from the blood. So, if the waste keep accumulating in the body, then they can be fatal for the person or hazardous for that person. So in such a case, the blood is passed, this blood is passed through a dialysis. This dialysis machine is also called as the artificial kidney. This blood is passed from this dialyzer, that is the tube system made of the selectively permeable membrane, okay, to remove all the waste. So this process of filtering the blood is called as dialysis. Here the fresh dialysing solution is present and it goes into this dialyzer, okay, and the impure used dialysis solution with urea and excess salt is collected in this solution, okay. This is the dialysis. Next is about the transportation in plants, or the transportation of water and mineral. The first is the transportation of water and minerals. The root of the plant absorbs the essential mineral and water from the soil. The root have the hair-like structure present on them. These hairs increase the surface area, the root hairs increase the surface area of the root and allow more amount of absorption. First, the plant absorbs water and mineral from the soil with the help of root. From the root, they are transported to the leaves where they are used to synthesize the food. Okay. Next is, from the root, the water and mineral are transported to other part of the plant through the special kind of tissues called the vascular tissues. So there are the two vascular tissues present in the plant. First one is xylem and phloem. So the transport system in plants, all the flowering plants have the transport system made up of the special tissues. These are the xylem and phloem are the vascular tissues. Okay, vascular tissues has a different type of cells which perform the same function. Here in xylem, it transports the water and mineral from the roots upward to the leaves. Xylem transport the water and mineral from the roots upward toward the leaves, while in phloem it transport the food, or it transport the glucose or sucrose prepared by the leaves to the different part of the plant. Okay. Then is the transport of water and mineral. The plant absorbs water and mineral from the soil with the help of root hair. So the root hair increases the surface area of the root for more absorption. Okay. This is the xylem and phloem. Next, xylem is a vascular tissue that is responsible for the transporting the nutrient and water in the plant. Root cell absorb water and mineral and transport it into xylem. So xylem carry it to the other part unidirectional without the uses of energy. There is no use of energy in xylem. Second, in phloem, it's a vascular tissue that transport the food that is produced by the leaves, and it goes to all the parts of the plant, that is sink. So this flow is bidirectional and utilize the energy, and it is also known as translocation in plants. Xylem transport the water and minerals, okay, while in phloem it transports the food that is produced by the leaves. Xylem is a unidirectional without uses of energy. Phloem is a bidirectional with utilizing some energy. Next is about the transpiration. Sometimes not all the water that plants absorb is used by them, so they need to get rid of the excess water in them. Transpiration is the evaporation of water from the surface of the plant, mainly by the stomata that is present on the leaves. So this loss of water in plants takes place through the process of transpiration, in which the water evaporates in the atmosphere through the stomata present on the leaves. So here this is the picture of stomata. Here stomata present on the leaves, and plant absorb a large amount of water from the soil. Only the 1 or 2% water is used up by the plant for the photosynthesis. Next part is the homework solution of lecture number 1. So first question was, give the 4 distances between the arteries and veins. So the arteries are the thick walled, veins are the thin walled and less elastic. The blood flow under the high pressure in the arteries, while in the veins it brings back the blood from organs to the heart, and blood is no longer under the pressure. Arteries are situated deep inside the skin. Veins may be peripheral or deep inside the skin. Arteries carry the blood away from the heart. Veins carry the blood toward the heart. Arteries carries the oxygenated blood, except the pulmonary arteries, which carries the deoxygenated blood. Veins carry the deoxygenated blood, except pulmonary veins, which carry the oxygenated blood. Arteries have no walls, veins have walls. Next question is about the function of the blood. The blood also carries a waste material to the kidney, which then filter the blood, and the small intestine digests the food and absorb its nutrients. The blood carries oxygen from the lungs and transport it to the different cells of the body. Blood also carries the waste material to the kidney, which then filter the blood. Next is the question number 3. The absorption of the nutrient and exchange of the respiratory gases between the blood and tissue takes place in option number first is veins, arteries, heart and capillary. So the answer is capillary. So capillary is the place where the respiratory gas between the blood and tissue takes place. The exchange of the respiratory gas between the blood and tissue takes place in capillaries. Next is the homework part of this lecture. So first question is, what is the spatial structure or the feature present in a human heart which doesn't allow mixing of blood when oxygen rich and carbon dioxide rich blood reach the heart? Question number 2 is, name the only artery that carry the carbon dioxide rich blood or the deoxygenated blood, and why is it called an artery if it does not carry the oxygenated blood? And third question is, what is dialysis? So this is it about this video. Hope you have understood this video. Thank you and have a nice day.